l'HP. Quindi ora ragazzi si gioca con le cuffie nuove. Che bello, che bello. Non potete capire che goduria può essere giocare con le cuffie nuove. Sono andati, il mio amico è andato a prendere logicamente la console e io che potevo fare? Per farmi perdere l'occasione delle cuffie nuove? No, no, ma minimamente. Quindi si inizia. Scusate il casino dietro di me, però vabbè, dettagli, siamo in famiglia, dai. Possiamo continuare con il nostro bellissimo... ma sento là, cioè, ragazzi, allora, io voglio precisare, prima di iniziare il tutto, che quando giocavo sentivo l'audio dalle casse. Qui ho due casse, ho una cassa qua e una cassa qua. Qua. Scusate, non vedevo. E di queste due casse io non... sì, si sentiva, ma dovevo fisso aggiustarle, dovevo starci dietro e tutto, e non... Due cuffie almeno, wow! Siamo tutti più contenti. Ora, possiamo continuare la nostra bellissima avventura, my brother. My brother. Ok. Siamo tutti contenti ora, soprattutto io sono molto contento delle nuove cuffie. Confessione di una preda. Mouse nuovo, tastiera, vabbè, la adeguiamo, va bene questa qui. Va più che bene, tanto la devo vedere io e intona tutto. Oh ragazzi, tutto verde, perché io... Allora, avevo il talento di... Ok, però non mi ricordo come... Abbiamo fatto mettere la... con R, con R.
I hope you'll find my father soon.
Sì, mio bimbo, io cosa posso fare? Qui abbiamo visualizzato, Qui c'è il bigliettino, ma si è già
The old
visto.
Tabard pub, North Street. Glue. Probably taken from a wall.
Ok, dovremmo aver visto... eccolo, vedi cosa ci mancava? Ci mancava la parte dietro, noi eravamo rimasti proprio qui. Noi giochiamo in prima persona perché ci piace la prima persona. Andiamo, veramente bello.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
At your service,
I need to Earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
Allora.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from you.
Lui? No. Questi gentiluomini nemmeno. Allora chi deve importunare?
Bosses beware. When we're screwed, we multiply.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
Basetto. Dei bei baffi e basettoni. In this moment he fucked up. Oddio.
Equality for the working class.
Uguaglianza per la classe operaia.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
Quindi hanno detto che ha dei bei baffoni.
child
No.
labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal
Qui lo
mine.
possiamo continuare? No, nemmeno. Non lo possiamo portare, quindi scopri di più sul lavoro speciale.
Bosses beware. When we're screwed, we multiply.
Ah, vai. Non so.
No gods, no masters. The child labour law sent
Ok,
your
quindi
kids to
possiamo-
school instead of the coal mine.
Ah, mettici a sedere. Onesto.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike! The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike!
Ok, non so se ora...
The child
Ok,
labour
mi si
law
sente.
sent
Ragazzi,
your
ho
kids
dovuto
to school
controllare un
instead of the
secondo
coal mine.
le cuffie, perché c'è un tastino dietro qui che è per mutare il microfono, però non ero sicuro di aver... pensavo di averlo disattivato. Barba, baffi.
This must be the man that I'm looking for.
Che cerco? Chissà, chissà, ha intuito. Giusto. 30 minuti dopo. Giusto. Steso di nuovo, tutto lindo, tutto pienamente.
Interesting. Missing person. I should find out more.
È scomparso da Dozer Street, circolazioni misteriose. Se aveste informazioni, saltare al 5. Informazioni non aiuto.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
Oh, ok. Quindi ora
All right, Mr. Holmes.
interpreteremo il bambino? Sì, interpreteremo il bambino. Un po' scontato, ma si può mettere prima persona? In this moment, infatti.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
Invisibile, eh? Via. Poi non serve, basta fare così e lo vedi.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheap.
Dai, guarda. Guarda, guardalo, 3, 2, 1, Ok, ci siamo. E la pula!
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Sicuramente di qua. Oh,
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs.
Living costs are
scontatissimo.
too much these days. My son has to work down
Ma
the
io volevo la
street.
prima persona.
He's only
Stupid kid.
Grazie.
Stop crying and get to work.
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
Quindi, ok.
Take a brush and get in there.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Sul Gesù
What are you
Cristo.
waiting for? Go on then.
Vuoi davvero saltare? Sì.
He's still here, that's a relief.
Ok. Mi casca il ragazzo alla fine, cioè sono morto. Volevi, pretendevi. Eccolo, ci siamo. Dai.
Where did he come from?
Ok.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
Classica canzone marianesca degli anni, di quegli anni, d'altronde.
No place to hide here. We'd better go through the yard.
In this moment, he fucked up. Dai, coccobello.
Crawling rat.
Beh.
Get away from me, boy.
Come cazzo lo dovevo fare? Ci sta la run qui dietro. Run, run, run! Run, mother father! Guardalo, 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 guardalo. E vabbè, non sotto nemmeno. Mi sa.
Where did he come from?
Oh, 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 aspetta, mi ero distratto.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
Ok, vediamo se questo stronzo che prima ci ha fregato riusciamo a sua volta a rifotterlo. Ah, forse dovevo passare di qua.
What are you doing in my garden?
What are you doing in my garden? What are you doing in my garden? I don't know, but I try to follow a piece of shit. Guardalo, guardalo. Oh wow. Oh wow. Tanto mi freghi, cioè, te ora fai il pezzo di merda e... Andate pezzi di merda cosa fa, eh? Oddio! Oddio! Poteva arrampicarmi sull'albero? No, eh? Ah, guarda, non lo fa! Capito, non è regolare! Oh, seguilo. Interesting. Corri da bambino rumeno! Ehi tu?
Hey, Jim. Can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes.
Kit? Allora,
It's dirty. I should use a damp cloth.
illustriamo scarpe, illustriamo scarpe, illustriamo
Did you fall
scarpe.
asleep?
Sì, ma io... Ah,
Doing? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm still learning.
ok, diciamo che non so lucidare le scarpe, non è il mio mestiere. C'è un cane brutto lì. Due cani brutti. C'è bello che hai capito, guarda.
At last, the weather's good.
È
Last week was
prevedibile.
I'm hoping it doesn't get cold again. Oh no, it's cold.
Prevedibile, prevedibile.
I can't lose him now.
Ragazzi, col mouse nuovo è semplicissimo, veramente, veramente, veramente semplice fare 300 clicchi al decimo di secondo. Oh la moglie. È veramente, veramente facile. Perché io vorrei farvi rivedere il mio nuovo mouse. Cioè, abbiamo rifatto tutto l'arsenale oggi. Tra ieri e oggi abbiamo rifatto tutto. Tanto la tastiera va più che bene, non penso ci sia necessità di cambiarla. Quindi rimaniamo con questi settaggi di mouse e tastiera e nuove cuffie.
Interesting. What's going on in the yard?
Chissà cosa succede nel giardino. Ah, cioè, sì, ignoranza.
Locked.
Locked. It's locked. Ah, è logico, quello dietro che c'ha... Quello dietro, giusto, giusto, giusto. Ok, it's locked. Vediamo un po' cosa... Non posso mettere prima persona, ma cosa vuol dire? Ma perché con l'adulto no? Con l'adulto sì, il ragazzo no, ma cosa... Discriminazioni.
It's too dangerous to enter.
Troppo pericoloso entrare.
I can't see what's in. I can't see what's inside.
Allora facciamo un giro. One to the well in the morning, spend time to the
I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside.
inside.
It's too dangerous to enter.
È troppo pericoloso per entrare.
Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Bags of food. I like this house.
Ok. Fammi capire, ora cosa devo fare? Ho visto che c'hanno le patate, ho visto che c'hanno... che sono in 2, quindi... Che devo fare?
Oh, a coat of arms.
siamo? Potrebbe
It might help
vedere
Mr.
la
Holmes.
signora.
I'll make a drawing of it.
È rapido, eh?
Wow, a lot of expensive stuff.
Ora ce le ricordo
Time to
tutte.
report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
Prima che mi becchi. Cammini, ci credo, fatti una corsa, fatti. Allora, lì, agilità. Ok, dai, siamo già messi abbastanza bene. Non ci siamo bloccati, a parte una volta, che ci siamo un po' intrippati col tutto.
Wigan's tale was quite
Il
unusual.
punto di Wings,
What do you make
non
of what
so.
he found, Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Ok, ma posso... Avevamo visto che prima si poteva... Bisogna fatto... Associazione quotidiani. No, esci, non... Avevo visto che si poteva cambiare vestito, vestuario o qualcosa del genere. Ancora nulla e ancora nulla. Al trucco? Nulla. Oh! Oddio. Oh. Oddio. Possiamo già... Ah, scusa, all'armadio non si può fare nulla? Oh mio Dio. Beh, ormai siamo vestiti da prete. Bellissimo, bellissimo. Confermo quanto possa essere bello questo gioco in soli 10 minuti di partita.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes? What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
Ok, vediamo un po'. Old casa di qui. Esamina l'oggetto portato da Wings. Cerca in archivio. No. Che palle. Cioè, quindi tipo devo andare in archivio. Scusa. Devo andare in archivio. Esamina.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I... That's not the one... That's not the one...
Gesù, dai, non me lo dire. Arriva fino al 90.
That's not... That's not the one... That's not the... That's not...
No. Cerchi chimica, lezioni. Segni e simboli.
Here it is.
Dai, alla prima.
So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Prete, allora può andare bene.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new
In
case.
mio caso
A
una
respectable
rispettabile dama
lady
che
who's
viene
being blackmailed?
ricattata.
Or
Una
is
storia
it a
d'amore
love
tra un
story between a
principe
prince
e
and a
una...
suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me,
Non
won't
dirò.
you, Father?
Davvero, padre.
We'll see. If you behave.
All right then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
Andò a disfare le valigie. Mi aiuta? Ok, casa Marsh, Lord Marsh. Allora, andiamo a fare visita a casa di Marsh. Pratica siamo vestiti da prete. Lo incontreremo in questo caso. In un altro caso, in un altro caso. Ah, ok. Ci può stare, ci può stare.
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Come in, please.
Prego, entra in.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is
Cellulare.
my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Ragazzi, 30 secondi.
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance?
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But also insight. And Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
I'm intrigued by the special education.
Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
All in due time, my lord.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life. I've never heard of this man. John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster. I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
Lord Marsh believes...
It appears that Lord Marsh spent a great deal aid for the poor. Aid for the paupers of Lambeth Workhouse. Bags full of food. It's shut tight. Humanitarian aid for an orphanage.
I'm intrigued by the special...
I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're the first who has offered to help.
A provision dealing with the paupers of White...
I'm intrigued by the special...
Is there something else that interests you?
A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel. I've never seen so many provisions for the poor, and certainly not in a lord's house. It appears that Lord... It's shut tight.
I'm intrigued by the special...
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Lord Marsh even helps hospitals. It's extremely honourable to devote one's whole life to assisting the poor.
Is there...
Lord Marsh even helps hospitals.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
I've never seen so many... Locked. It's closed. Last year... Last...
despite my title, yes, I have to share my home with these bags full of food for the poor.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Is there something else that interests you?
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
No gods, no masters.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
My archive. Kate wouldn't like it if I entered her room without her knowledge. Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire. My archive. I can always consult with it. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. A map of London and its surroundings.
What can I do for you?
I won't disturb Lord Marsh without a reason. Dancing elephant. Strange, but it somehow makes me think of Mycroft.
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh yeah, I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful. This oil can also be used on weapons. A ramrod to clean a rifle. Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shot it at me.
I won't disturb Lord Marsh without a reason.
I hope you'll find my...
This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil, and we'll find that rifle. Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep. Watson?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
I have better things to do than roam the streets of London.
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about...
I have be- Search, Toby, search. Nothing that could interest me. Pile of rubbish. Old things. Ordinary storage. Just rubbish. Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside. A map of Epping... News clippings on Lords in the education program. Why are they here? Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents. This man appears in both documents. All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hurst's files. This... There was something on the stand. There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him. A map of Epping Forest. Brave Toby, best nose in the British Empire.
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom. This is not the best way to sneak in. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for... There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please, allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson. Let's see how hard to crack this safe is.
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Well, since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here? Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here? Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
November 7th. This means that the meet... Lord Marsh is a king.
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You're going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
Holmes, come here! This is serious. Holmes, come here! This is serious.
My archive. I can always... Kate wouldn't like it if I entered her...
Holmes, come here! This is serious.
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh. My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers. Let's study it more. Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope. I need to take a sample of it using the glass rod. Let us apply chemicals to color the sample. I need a pipette. Let us apply chemicals to color the sample. This chemical should be applied third. Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope. Mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill. Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord Marsh is suffering from tuberculosis.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, but... Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes, it's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
It is thrilling. It is thrilling.
Here it is. Cranston's Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map. This is Kate's room. It's private.